Some landscapes don't reveal themselves right away. I came out to Saddle Mountain in Arizona's Sonoran Desert expecting a solid composition, but what I found from a nearby hill was way more impressive than I imagined. As the evening light started to fade fast, I had to move quickly, working angles, foregrounds, and changing color before it all disappeared. I arrived here the day prior and photographed this landscape from camp, and what I captured that night completely changed how I saw this place. So make sure you stick around to the end to see those images. Well, I'm excited about this evening. We find ourselves at the base of Saddle Mountain, just southwest of Phoenix, Arizona. Got here yesterday evening, was able to get some really nice shots. The light was really nice. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video. I'll throw some of those shots up so you guys can check those out. But last week was in Tonto National Forest. Was planning on staying there, doing a few more videos there, but ended up meeting up with my cousin, his wife, and kids, and we just spent the time exploring the area, the national forest, which if you've never been to the Tonto National Forest, definitely check it out. The place is huge, so many different landscapes. It's just an unbelievable place. So if you're ever in Arizona, make sure you check that out, and you like boondocking, hundreds of places to set up camp. We were headed to this hill or peak right in front of me from the truck. It's only about 3/4 mile to the base. In the last 10th mile or so, pretty steep climb. So it's about 1:30. Just want to make sure I can get out here and get up to the top and not kill myself. Nice sky this evening, and hopefully we get some color in the sky on top of it. While in Tonto National Forest, even though didn't do a video, still was able to get some images. So I was making my way to this hill, throw those up. You guys enjoy, and I'll see you here in a few. All over the place, you can find these, what I guess they call fire agate. This is just a white one. I guess this ain't very sought after, but they got ones that are just deep red. They just got different colors. I guess people polish them up, make some jewelry and rings, items like that. Some of them I was just curious, looked up online. They got different grades and carats and clarity, all that stuff. Some of them I saw going for thousands, but for the most part, I mean, raw like this, I guess they're like pennies or so. But another thing to do out here, the lower lands are pretty much picked clean, but somebody told me if you go up in the hills, you have a better chance of finding a lot bigger ones. Just cool, another activity to do if you're just killing time, wandering around, and find some of these. So let's carry on. Alright, so we're taking another small break. Hill's pretty steep. The hill is going up, it's just to a right. But I think on the map what I was marking is right just behind me. It's higher than this peak, which we might have to, I think I can go up there, go down a little saddle there, and then climb my way up. On the way up here, I kept looking towards Saddle Mountain. We got that individual, its own little column, and from where I was down there shooting that way is kind of right in front of Saddle Mountain. We'll see once we get out there. I mean, I've come around quite a bit. It's just an awesome area. Big, wide open desert, mountains scattered about everywhere. We're just gonna take a small break, get some water, and then move on. Wanted to climb up here, which is an awesome climb, awesome view. All that fire aggregate, you see where it just comes down, gets washed out, and all kinds of big ones just still in the mountains. So if you really like geology, it's a place for you. I'm sure you can find some decent ones up here because I'm assuming not too many people walk all the way up here. But just thought that was cool. It's just all over the place. All right, made it to the top, and it's even more than what I was expecting. The only downside, which I kind of already figured, was this column here is blocking quite a bit of the Saddle Mountain. Either way, it don't matter. Still gonna provide some nice images. The sun is gonna set down that direction. It will light this face here, cast down in that valley, light the faces in the background. And I think we'll get some nice shots. Real overcast, so I don't know if we're gonna have the light like we did last night. No matter what, it's kind of hard to get a bad image in an area like this. So I'm gonna start framing up and see if there's any shots I can get while we wait. Still got a good hour and a half or so before that sun gets way down. All right, as we're waiting for that sun to go down, framed up a shot I really like. Even though that sun's real high on a normal day with no clouds or overcast like this would just be getting blasted with light and just be really bright. But a lot of cloud coverage, so it's softening a lot of that light. So what I like about the image, I got it framed up right here in the front, in the foreground. Little rock pile, it's one giant rock really, and then a little grass tucked down in the lower right of it. Then we got that pillar-like mountain, and then all the mountains in the background. I think it's gonna be nice first image, and we'll keep this one in mind once that light really gets nice. Hopefully later evening. I just want to get it in books in case it doesn't. It's actually going to have to be a 2-shot, exposing for the foreground where the plant's at, and then also the sky, just in case the first one I'm taking, I can't get that sky where I need it, because I really want that detail in the sky. So let's snap this, see what we can get for our first image. All right, this sun's peeked through a little bit, throwing really nice light on all of these cliff sides. Like I said, still high, but being diffused by the clouds. Set up for a panorama to go from this peak to my right, which I think is out of frame for you. All this, and then that pillar on my left that you can't see. And then also got some of this foreground in here. Then we got good separation throughout the photo to show depth with all these different peaks. So I'll go ahead and grab these shots. See how that comes out. All right, as you can see, again, that light is just getting better and better, and it's not even close to being golden hour right now. And you can just see the light on it. Sat them out in the background, got this hillside with that little round cliffside on top of it, showing a real nice jagged rocks or rock face, just looking really nice. And also in the foreground, all these rocks, and I think that bush, that grass plant we shot at the beginning is still in there. And all this foreground just has so much texture and colors. You got light colored rocks, grays, light green moss. I think it's moss-like growing on the rocks, and a variety of different plants. Just so much here without having to move. Grab this image and move on to the next one. That light is just so much better. Sun's starting to drop quicker and quicker now. It's going on 5. So this light is just going to change minute by minute. So just took another image out at 24. Again, got that rock pile where that grass is at back in the foreground. Got this formation on our left, part of Saddle Mountain. Really nice lights. Getting, like I say, keep better and better by the minute. So I'm just gonna keep framing stuff up. Think I'm gonna stick with the 24 to 70. Had the 100 to 400 on. Trying to get some tighter shots, zooming in. Couldn't really find anything that worked for me. Maybe once that light gets a little bit better, something might jump out at me. But right now, I'm gonna stick with the 24 to 70 and see what else we can come up with. We're back at the very first image I took up here, and I knew that light was going to get so much nicer. Really nice golden light on the grass, on these rock faces, off in distance on all the rock faces of the mountains, just looking really nice. All right, got ourselves another image lined up. Went ahead, zoomed in about 35 mil. Got the rock formation on the left. And earlier it was kind of getting lost within that the mountain in the background. But with that lighting this side, it's kind of helping separate it some. So got that on the far left of the screen or the frame. And then mountain in the background all the way to where it gets that little dip in the mountain. Already took one and liking how it came out. That light is just getting really nice. Minute by minute, just keeps changing. And again, it's another one of those situations, same spot, and you don't have to move very far to find some images. All right, turning our attention slightly to the left here. Got the 100-400 back on. Focusing on the main mountain right there in the background. Got it framed up so the hillside that's sloping up is almost going from corner to corner, slightly over more to the left. Not a whole lot of definitive clouds in the sky. What there is, they're really high, kind of streaky. So maybe, hopefully in post with the polarizer also, I can pull those out a little bit more. But what I really like, we got some nice light just hitting random spots of the mountainside. And the hillsides are really light, but all those cliff sides on the way up are just really dark. And there's getting that side light, really bringing it out. I think that's gonna come out nice. All right, switch right back to the 24-70. Got a shot here. Want to already snap one shot because that sun is going faster and faster now. Wanted to get it before I lose too much light on these cliff sides. But went ahead and got this formation on the right. That's on the right. And we got the mountain in the back with a nice sharp slope. Zoomed all the way out to 24, showing a little bit of the desert down at the bottom. And then also up in the sky, we do have some real high, thin clouds, and also all these jet trails going through, but they're all streaking in that way. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and kind of get the same shot. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit, see if I can frame something slightly different up. Hope you enjoy that one. Let's see if we can get at least a couple more images for the evening. All right, this has been an awesome spot. The light's been amazing. The subject's been amazing. I kind of wish I had a different angle. Definitely will be coming back to here, this spot, because right down there, there's a road. We'll probably come back down here, set up camp, and actually hike up that hill across from me, and hopefully be able to shoot more down the valley into that saddle, and hopefully maybe separate this formation on our left out a bit more. But right now I'm framed up to get another real wide shot, different perspective, slightly different perspective we've had. No foreground up here, but down below this hill drops down and there's a nice sharp ridge line that stretches into the image from the bottom right. And then we got this nice gray that goes up to that pillar formation, and also the nice streaking clouds in the sky. Still got a little bit of kisses of light as that sun goes down. And take this f11, third of a second. All right, just like I said at the beginning of the video, make sure you stay to the end. Check out the images I took of the Saddle Mountain yesterday evening. It came out really nice. But I think this shot we just captured turned out pretty good. Good image to end the evening on. That sun is going down, still up a little bit, a bunch of clouds in front of it. Pretty nice soft light on the mountains we got now. It's just I can't really seem to frame up anything else that jumps out at me. Very happy with what we got. When we leave here, I may drive on around on the south side of the mountain. I'm sure you can get a bunch of different perspectives over there, but also we'll be coming back here in the future, get a different perspective, and hopefully maybe we can get this formation to our left, a little bit more separated so it's not getting lost in that mountain background so much. So before it gets too dark, we're gonna pack up, get down this hill, get back to the truck. Thank you all for watching again. Subscribe, comment, like the video. See you on the next one, and enjoy these images.